Greetings, my movie ghouls. Welcome to another episode of Halloween Countdown. 31 films in 31 days. Today is day 3, and we just watched Carrie, starring Sissy Spacek.
It's easy for you to say.
It is easy for me to say. Yeah, I'll in all honesty, I haven't seen this film ever until tonight. And I've got to say, you were it was a bit cheesy, but I really enjoyed it. I thought, yeah, there were parts that seemed dated and seemed a little bit, especially the music, like you said, was a little bit
annoying at times.
Yeah, it's like
you can hear the film because of the music.
It's almost like airy fairy type.
Carpenter, plinky plonky music.
I suppose it's of the time, but then you get to the story and everything that's happening, and even early on, I hated a load of the characters, and it just, the way it works is that it makes, and then you get to the end. But what we'll start with the story. So what's the story?
Story is, well, Carrie is the main, obviously, person in the film. Yes. She's meant to be about, I thought 16, but it says senior prom, so I'll say 18. And it's the first scenes of the film are like every schoolboy's wank fest dreams. Sorry, but it is. It's like it's a typical 70s, 80s, like Porky's films, where it's just shower scenes with naked, massive 70s bush. Not so much massive boobies, and she starts a period, and she has no idea what it is.
No idea.
All the girls, she doesn't have any friends. She's a loner. Yeah. And everybody's just chucking sort of Tampax and sanitary towels at her.
She's basically having a fit because
she has a complete meltdown, doesn't she? You can see she's got mental health issues, I would say, at that point from her reaction. There's a lot of slapping.
And then the way she plays it as well. Oh yeah.
There's a lot of slapping. A school teacher who is really the only person who genuinely is looking out for her.
But then again, even when she's talking to the headmaster, she even says to him that I even wanted to sort of annoy, slap her.
She slapped her. But anyway, so it starts with that, and I think that's significant because that's the start of the telekinesis powers. Because
I think a light blows.
The more people do things to her, the more frustrated she gets. She's very meek and timid and keeps it all in, and I think that's channeling the energy. And then she starts like it's the slasher psycho.
Very.
And things will flex and things will explode, and it sort of gets. It's quite a short film, I felt. It happened quite quickly.
Everything it's quick from the opening scene to then everything from that opening scene plays out for the rest of the film. Yeah. So you've got the main bully who decides, because of the repercussions of what happened in the shower. Yeah,
because they all like ganged up and chuck things at her and made her. They're just assholes.
Yeah, the gym teacher decides to punish them. But the main bully decides 10 minutes before the end to walk off.
Yeah, she didn't want to stay.
Yeah,
she gets banned from the prom. And that sets all the cogs into place, doesn't it, of what eventually happens.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go spoilers because all of these are spoilers, and it's a film from the 70s, so everyone except for me has seen it. Well, I've seen it now.
It's just it feels like a very fast-paced film, so it feels like she came on a period, she had this massive trauma, they all had a go at her.
She realises that she's got a power, and then she quickly studies it and discovers that she can do this stuff.
Yeah, her mum is very deeply religious, so she thinks because she's come on a period it means she's been sinful because she believes in everything in the Bible. So she locks her up all the time in a little Harry Potter cupboard, basically.
That's more room, I think.
Well, with a little crucifix and candles, and makes her repent. Yeah. So I think she probably finds a bit of, not solace in there, but probably time to think on her own.
Yeah. Well, she comes out and she seems to have already. She seems to have calmed herself, and she's ready to. I saw Carrie as kind of, she manipulates the mother, and she comes out and she I suppose it's...
I think she has to survive
to get
that
through
lifestyle.
But I think,
like
you say...
it's a very abusive upbringing, isn't it, that she's in. She's got nobody but her mother, and her mother is a complete religious nut, basically, and is quite abusive towards Carrie.
Yeah.
And then even then it starts to come through where she gets asked to the prom because one of the other... She's not portrayed as a bully, but she joined in, so she was an arsehole, really. She gets her boyfriend to ask Carrie to the prom, but for the right reasons, because she thinks she does feel guilty.
But everything's happening at the same time. So you've got the main bully is trying to do this plan to get Carrie for no real reason other than she's been punished for doing something bad.
Against her.
But at the same time... There's this other one which is you pointed out was Steven Spielberg's
first
wife.
Yeah.
Irving.
Yeah, Amy Irving, isn't it?
Yeah. So I thought, because again it's first viewing for me, I thought that they were in cahoots.
Yeah. No,
so
yeah, she's meant to be a nice person who must have just caught up in the thing, gang
and
thing,
felt repentant,
but did feel bad. So she got a boyfriend who looks about 43.
He had the best hair in the whole film.
Mental, crazy hair. He's been in loads of stuff. That guy.
I don't recognise him. But yeah.
But so he's there, but it's weird.
It's
he
weird.
takes her to the prom, and when her mum finds out she's got the prom, she skips out, and then Carrie, for the first time, uses her powers on her mum, and her mum's like thrown on the bed.
Oh yeah, sit down.
Yeah, and she kind of, her mum then thinks she's a witch.
Yeah. But
then he takes her to the prom, doesn't he?
But he seems to.
But then he's really he falls in love over the course of an hour and a half. That's what I mean. It's a really quick paced film.
Yeah.
And like.
But I like that because it shows that.
He don't passionately kiss her, but he kisses her. And like, if I asked you to take one of my friends somewhere because I felt sorry for me kissing her, I would like. Yeah. Burn every piece of clothing you. I do. But you know what I mean? I know, but you know when you just think it's a bit weird, and he knows like all the mates are at the prom. Yeah. And like, and that would get back to her. And it's like, you know, I only asked her to take you to the prom, not to, you know. It was weird. Yeah. But I watched it years ago, and I watched it repeatedly years ago and thought it was really good. Yeah. I can't say I'd revisit it anytime soon, but it is iconic. The scene.
The build-up.
The build-up, but the scene at the end and the face, she win the Oscar? Or she just nominated?
I can't remember.
But her face is.
She just
her
changes.
Reaction and her face. She's fantastic.
Physical acting. Yeah. From one moment, she's
the meek, mild, very.
And then she just stood there, drenched in blood.
Pig's blood.
And her face, it's like a different person. Yeah. And just everything, she just punishes everyone.
Yeah. Even the people who are nice to her, because she in her head, because her mum said to her the last thing
she's cracked
before she left, they're all going to laugh at you. Yeah. And they weren't all laughing at her, but when she looks, she sees them all laughing. And she's
understandable after all that.
Yeah.
And they've gone out of their way to manipulate the votes. Yeah. For the prom king and queen. And what I found funny as well, even the guy who took her to prom gets hit on the head with the bucket
and never gets up
again. So I'm assuming that killed him.
I don't think it did.
I don't, because he seemed to be the only one who was actually treating her nice, even though it was on the request of someone else. I don't want her to have killed him. Yeah. Because he didn't know it was happening. He got hit on the head with a bucket, and then he collapsed in front of her. Yeah. And then she went skits.
But the people, the nasty, horrible piece of work that did it, they were all under the stage where her and her boyfriend was
John Travolta.
And again, loads of slapping. They're like, he slapped her, and then she slapped him.
Yeah, because she calls him a shit.
Yeah. I've called you worse than that.
You have.
But it's like, what's that about? That's a sign, I think, of
the time.
That it was like, it's all right, just slap each other around.
Hysterical women, isn't it?
And they do all these shots a lot in it, and they do it in the class when is it Tommy? I can't remember what he's called.
Yeah, Tommy.
They read his poem out. So he sat here with this massive, like, blonde afro. It's amazing. His hair. Honestly, just watch it for his hair.
Oh, if only.
And then about 4 seats behind is Carrie, sort of going, it's beautiful.
Yeah, she's
but
in a
both,
daze,
they're both like in
they're
shot,
in focus.
But they like them shots, don't
they?
They do a few of them in this film. But I've always felt sorry for Carrie.
Well, everything.
Even at the end, when you realise she's completely broken, and she just wants everybody dead, she wants to kill. Yeah. Well, I don't even know if she does want to kill, she wants to punish them, but everything that she's making happen
results in their deaths.
Yeah. Yeah. And they all get trapped.
But then she gets out and goes home. Yeah. But Travolta and the bully,
they get out, and the guy's girlfriend, who said, "Oh, you're taking some," she gets pushed out, doesn't she? Because she thinks she's up to something, the gym teacher. Yeah. So they're already outside, so they're not involved, and the rest of the people in the hall die. They either get electrocuted or
set on fire,
caused to death, but set on fire. The panic as well when you watch it, and all that really happens is his doors won't open properly, and you just think, well, what's going on with these doors? But the sheer panic because the doors won't open properly is a bit. Yeah. In this day and age, you could get it because of all the mass shootings in America.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily then.
Yeah.
But it does work. It does work, and it's awful. I still feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
And if she walks home covered in this pig's blood,
she's not same stance as well, which is amazing.
She's not with it, and this car tears up behind her. And it's John Travolta and I can't remember what the girl's called.
No, she's driving, isn't she?
Nasty thing.
Yeah.
And she's driving. She's obviously going to mow her down because she'd seen what had happened. Yeah. She must have put
They were watching from outside, weren't they?
Connected. It was all Carrie's doing. So they try and kill her, but then Carrie sort of and the car goes.
Yeah, quick turn to the camera, isn't it?
Yeah, and then they crash and die. But then she gets back to the house. And it's very like the Poltergeist house. Her mum's there.
It's just old and it seems to
mum actually, she goes to her mum. She's very upset, and it's almost like she's realising what's happened, and she sort of just wants her mum to hold her, and her mum stabs her, and then that causes obviously the final scenes where she pins her mum with all the knives in the
same
kitchen.
shape as the crucifix.
There's a crucifix that's in this little cupboardy hole.
It's got the same hair.
But then the entire house, because of all the emotion she's feeling, the entire house does a poltergeist house and kind of caves in on itself.
Just goes into the ground, doesn't it?
But she drags her, a mum, into this little hole, which I think is her only solace. Yeah. But then she dies, doesn't she?
Yeah, well...
She dies. She does
die?
Yeah, and then the house collapses.
Is there a sequel?
There's a film.
There's a film, alright. I just think the build up to the bucket turning up is amazing. You've got the rope is being held by the bully under the stage,
and she has the night of her life. She goes in and she's dead shy and gets a dance, and then she realises the could be the prom king queen. Yeah. And I mean, they wouldn't have won, but the nasty cow who's under the stage with a string in her hand, she gets her friends, and she, like you said, to fix it. And it's just horrible. I think it shows how horrible people can be to each other, and for no reason.
No reason. She's just alone with no friends, and probably could have really done with a friend. And it shows how much she comes out of her shell when this guy has asked her to the prom, because she's
nice to her.
She goes into the shop, and she's pretty much every shot that she's in, she's being stared at. So obviously people think she's a weirdo, but she's in the shop, she doesn't care, she's putting makeup on, and there's still people in the background just staring at her. But she's coming out of her shell, and she's becoming, she's enjoying life.
Integrating.
Yeah. How many ghouls would you give it?
Out of 5.
Yeah. I'm going to give it 4. Just because I really enjoyed it. It was a film that I've never seen before. It's probably a really good example of filmmaking techniques and all that sort of stuff. But the music.
Yeah, I don't know, I won't pretend to know enough about films before or after, but I do think it was quite a different film. And it was his first book. It was Stephen King again. We're doing quite a few Stephen Kings.
Yeah.
It was his first book. I can't remember when that came out, 72 maybe. So
was it his first book?
Yeah, it was his first book.
I
Carrie.
didn't know that.
Um,
Was it the first film adaptation of his as well?
Yeah. Well, I think so. I'm saying I might be wrong.
Messages, if you know.
I'm. It's hard because I think you've not seen it before, so you're fresh to it.
Yeah.
I've seen it a number of times, and it's like when you're young and you watch something and it's so good, and sometimes you revisit it and you think,
oh no.
Ooh. I'm a bit like that, and I think because of the music and because everything happened so quickly.
But you went in knowing that it was cheesy in parts.
I didn't. I think I'd forgotten. Because it genuinely did used to scare me, and I did always feel sorry for Carrie, and I still do. Really, you don't, because some things you go, oh God, they've gone too far. Yeah. Not that I'm condoning mass murder.
No.
If you bullied. Speak to your parents.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to give it a
3. 3. Yes, that's Carrie. 4 for me, 3 for you.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, that's day 3. Day 3 already. We've got 28 days left. We'll see you tomorrow for day 4. We've had to switch things up. So Carrie was day 3. Originally it was Insidious 3. We have seen that film and we're not going to watch it again because
we can't find it.
We can't find it and we can't be bothered.
I don't really want to pay £5 for it.
No, so
we're replacing it with the Lost Boys.
Lost Boys, vampire one. That even though last year we said that vampires are not great, Lost Boys tomorrow. All right. See you tomorrow. I should have a sign off, really, shouldn't we? See you tomorrow.
Stay classy.